It's good to be together separately again. God praise this morning. Thank you, Sam, for the worship songs you put together. You know, as we are able to worship in our homes, it's so important that we're able to experience and know God's presence. No matter where we are, we don't have to be in church. But of course, over the years, we've got used to knowing what it is to be together, and it makes a big difference. Of course, it does. But it also makes a big difference in your day-to-day life when you can know the presence of God in your own house, in your own room, wherever you happen to be. You could be in the car. How many times have I known the presence of God fill the car? So much so, a couple of times I've even had to stop driving, pull over, and just give God praise, or just cry out and pray, or even just cry, knowing God's presence in the car. So many times, wherever you are, in the workplace, whether you're at school, at college, whatever it is you find yourself doing, know and experience God's presence with you. So, great. This morning, a little bit later on, Rachel is going to bring a second preach in just a few weeks. She said to me after bringing the sermon the other week when we were in South Wales, the Lord had given her another preach. So this morning you're going to be blessed, I know, by Rachel bringing you her second preach that the Lord has given her in just a few weeks. So we're going to be blessed with that. After the service this morning, join with us for a time of coffee on Zoom, a time of fellowship where we can join together. The ID number you need is 879-855-9942. And we'll enjoy a time of sharing together, very relaxed, but time for some fellowship. And we can do that on Zoom after the service from about 12:30 this afternoon. Now, as we announced last week, there will be no food share this week. So there's no food share happening. On Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we continue with the Bible study on the life of King David. It's on Zoom. You'll be free to join with us. The number you need, the ID number is 812-9513-5970. So it's a different number for the Bible study for King David. But join with us as last week we sadly read of the demise of King Saul and his son Jonathan as they were killed in battle with the Philistines. But of course, now that's the closing of the book of 1 Samuel. From now on, we're going to be dealing with 2 Samuel and David's rise as the king in Israel. So join with us. If you haven't been with us before, jump in and join. All the previous Bible studies have been recorded and are available on the website, so you'll be able to catch up if you would like to. Then on Thursday morning at 11 o'clock, share aerobics with Lynn. A number of people are joining with Lynn on Thursday mornings for their weekly exercise, and I know they've really benefited, so please do that. Again, it's on Zoom. The number is my personal number, 879-855-9942. And on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, we have the prayer meeting. Again, on Zoom, on the standard number, 879-855-9942. So that's Thursday evening at 7 o'clock for a prayer meeting. Now, as we've announced over the last couple of weeks, next Sunday, that's the 13th of September, 2020, we will be returning to have our first Sunday service back in the church building next Sunday at 10:30. Obviously, with the restrictions that are still in place and the guidelines from the Welsh government, we cannot hold a service that we would call normal. I don't think our services were ever quite called normal anyway, but we're not able to go back to the way things were. There are changes and issues that we need to bear in mind. So first things first, if you'd like to join with us for our first service next Sunday, the 13th of September at 10:30 in the morning, then please, you'll need to book in. you will need to book your seats, and you can do that via the website on Eventbrite, and book in as a family group. If you're going to come as a group, a family or family bubble, then do so as a group on Eventbrite. Or if you can use that for individuals, that's wonderful. Book in and book your seat. You need to book in by the end of next Thursday. That's the 10th of September. Please, if you're going to come or you're intending to come, please book in by the end of Thursday, the 10th of September. Now, having booked in, if you can't use Eventbrite, then please phone the office, 01492 514 021, and the call will be taken by our dear Karen, and you'll be able to book in over the phone, and she will make sure that the booking goes online. So that hopefully covers everybody, and you're able to book in. Now, what we would like to ask is that you arrive at church at 10:15 next Sunday. So 10:15, please, to be in the car park. Stewards will then, at the appropriate time, bring you into the church. We have to enter in an orderly fashion. You'll be shown to the seats that have been allocated to you. There will also be the allocation of seats will be sent out to everybody via email on the Saturday, the 12th. So you'll be shown to your seats. We've taken all the precautions that are necessary. There is hand gel at the doors that must be used, and please bring your own face covering. Now, if you're unable to wear face covering because for medical reasons, we also have the plastic face masks, the plastic screens available. They cost £3.50. They will be available to purchase at the door. Please, we would ask that you have the right money, and you can then keep that face shield for yourself. Okay, so masks or face coverings must be worn, and if you would like to buy a shield or use a shield, that's fine, and we have some available at the door for £3.50. The service will last just over an hour, so from 10:30 till about 11:45. Again, restrictions mean that we have to keep the services to a reasonable length, and there will be no singing allowed from the congregation, but one member of the worship team will be able to sing, and so we'll be able to join in worship in our minds without singing. There will be a time of ministry and prayer, of course. At the end of the service, there is not the opportunity for fellowship. So everybody, the stewards will assist you in leaving the building in an orderly fashion. And so that will be our first experience of coming together to worship God back in the Shore Hope building next Sunday, the 13th. There are lots of other information that's available on the website or on the WhatsApp group. Please read it through, be familiar with all the requirements about toilets, etc. So lots of things, but we won't go into that now. You can avail yourself of that information via the website or indeed through the WhatsApp group. But we're able to meet together for the first time since lockdown in March. And so we're looking forward to that. I pray that we're going to be, we know already of folks who are wanting to come and join with us, who don't normally fellowship or haven't fellowship with us in the past. So that's really encouraging. And let's book in early and look forward to an opportunity of being able to be together in God's house once again next Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you.